them to use the Tyranid warriors to try and counter the Wraith Lord there, but if the Farseer has anything to say about it, I should be able to prevent them from doing that to any serious degree. And here comes the crossfire. Well, not the crossfire, but the flank with the Wraith Lord. Man, I really love the look of these Wraith Lords. They're very nice looking. They're very fun to play around with, and it's great how they just run through the scenery like this. So there you have it. The lone squad of Guardians still alive out in the field there, chasing down some Tyranid warriors, and now it's time for me to take back the map. It seems to be back and forward a lot of the time with this game, and Guardians, as you can see, have upgraded a Warlock to lead them. Rather than getting lots of squads, I find it more prudent to upgrade your squads. Hopefully they level up. They're more likely to level up if you upgrade them, and upgraded units just much more valuable if you just keep throwing new fresh squads at the enemy. They're a lot more likely to die, so that seems to be the way of it with this game. So that's the way I'll be playing it. Over here you can see the Tyranids really just massing up, just healing all the units up, which is cool. And wow, isn't that a swarm and a half? That's a huge army of Tyranids, and looks like the Tyranid base is belching out some green stuff. Wonder what that is, but anyway, the Tyranids are moving out now. This is quite a swarm. Interested to see how well this does. Man, that is a lot of Tyranids compared to my one squad of Guardians, one Wraith Lord, and one Farseer. But don't count out the Eldar. In small numbers, they are still very deadly, as we know. So Wraith Lord stomping forward, and he's just going to start spraying some shuriken fire at the enemy. Very deadly stuff, and here come the Tyranids chasing after him. I love the leaping Hormigons. They look so cool, like little kittens or something. And Farseer is just ready to start firing off some psychic powers or whatever she's got. And the Guardians are there, ready to ambush the Tyranids. So Warlocks, the Wraith Lord's pulling them back into range, and here come the Warp Spiders in from behind. This is really going to devastate the Tyranids once the Warp Spiders get in there. The cool thing about the Warp Spiders is they can just chase after the Tyranids once they decide to pull back. And if the Tyranids just turn around again, it's just a matter of pulling the Warp Spiders back and teleporting out. Hopefully quicker than that, though, because the Hormigons actually getting some kills there. Very sloppy play by the Eldar here by myself. I love it how the Warp Spiders are just killing them before they can make it into combat, just splatting them. Still though, Warp Spiders taking a lot of damage and having to teleport out, but most of the leveling up here is going to the Eldar. Probably because I've got it on the Eldar perspective and you don't actually see it when the Tyranids level up. That'll probably be the main reason why you're seeing so much Eldar leveling up. But still, the Eldar are gaining some levels and doing quite well here, and I've managed to really wither down that Tyranid force a lot, but you can see a lot of dudes in the background, unfortunately, and here's the Wraith Lord down to half health, still surviving some amount of onslaught. The forces back at base here got to recuperate themselves. Farseer moving in now, trying to get off some abilities, and that's another Tyranid warrior taken out. Leveling up there with the Farseer and the Tyranid and the Wraith Lord, still hasn't taken it out, and the Wraith Lord's actually chopping up all of the Tyranid warriors, so doing really well here. This is crazy stuff, and the Warp Spiders are back for some more fun, having reinforced themselves a little bit, plus the Guardians in there. Guardians are quite cool. I'm just getting the hang of their energy field ability. I haven't quite mastered it yet. You've got to be a little fiddly with placing the energy field in the right direction. But it can be useful once you've got it right, and just getting rid of that Tyranid structure there, the defensive, whatever you call it. And bam, Hive Tyrant's gone down, so yeah, can't believe how easily the Eldar are getting rid of the Tyranids in these situations. I guess just not enough spore mines, so that's probably the answer, but if your Tyranids and you let Eldar get to tier 2, and if the Eldar player is good with Warp Spiders, spore mines aren't quite as dangerous, and you've got to come up with some other sort of plan. I think with Tyranids, you really want to get an advantage early on. I think Lictors and Spore Mines, like my buddy Kimura would say, are probably the best choice for Tyranids right now, and that is probably a very powerful combination. But at any rate, the Eldar taking back the map, and very few Tyranids left to oppose them. Looks like the victory conditions are definitely going the way of the Eldar as well. 500 to about 300 and something. I'm just going to have to zoom in my screen a bit so I can see that. 346, 345, and yeah. Anyway, this has been a fun game. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. I'm not going to actually post the whole game. I'm going to cut it off a little bit early. It just makes it a bit easier for me. Looks like the Farseer grabbing a victory point at the top. So I've got all 3 victory points right now, which will really put the pressure on the Tyranids. Just in case you were wondering, at the top of the map you can see the 3 blue stars. That means that the Eldar have captured all 3 of the victory conditions. And wow, one Warp Spider squad is actually reduced to a single guy, so that's pulling back. And the second Warp Spider squad is fine out in the field though. And Warp Spiders have two upgrades available to them. One is the X-Arch, or the X-Arc as some people like to call it, but I just prefer X-Arch because it's easier to pronounce. Who cares if it's wrong? And the Warp Spiders adding their have an ability to add their aspect upgrade as well, which gives them some extra stuff. I think that gives them the Haywire Grenade, but man, big fight going on here, but again, the Terran's just getting shattered by the superior Eldar firepower and just a formidable Eldar Farseer right in the center there. That Farseer is armed to the teeth, got plenty of equipment, and just firing off a Mind Warrior every time the cooldown applies. And wow, is that the Wraith Lord going down? No? I just thought that was the Wraith Lord animation of him dying. Oh well. By the way, this craft world is Lugganath. It's one of my favourite colour schemes at the moment. It's nice, nice red and black colour. Quite enjoying it. The Altansar craft world is also another one that I enjoy. Those of you interested in Eldar background, that is the homeworld of Morgan Ra, I believe. The Phoenix Lord of the Dark Reapers. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I remember reading that up in the Eldar book, Eldar Codex for the tabletop game. Anyway, that's it for the replay. The game ends shortly after. It didn't quite end there, but I'm just going to cut it short. Thanks, guys, for watching.